Okay. Don't need it that long. It would help if I could see a little better.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled.
What?
Visit us at asana.com.
Okay. Now I gotta figure out where are we going. Got my pattern pulled up on my computer, but I need to zoom in because I'm very blind. And I may even put on my magnifying glasses because it's not the easiest to see. All right, so let's see. Looks like we're gonna start right here. This is a new arm for me holding this up. I've never used these before, so I'm trying to get used to them. But I don't like the way they shake. It's a little different. So we're just gonna see what happens. Okay. My hands are more work today. This is going to end up being a tomato. I found this old vintage pattern from the 70s on Etsy. It has different vegetables. And I thought, how cool would that look? Kind of a retro vibe. I was a little thrown off by the pink at first, but then once you look at the picture, it kind of makes sense. I guess pink is nothing but just a light red, isn't it? I think Son's being tortured by Lunar today. That kitten is wild. She's nonstop. I need to look. I'm not even sure how old she is anymore. She's just a baby and she's been chasing him all darn day. Let's see. All right. Whoops. I just had that section left, so let's look at what else we need to do. That was too easy. All right, so I'm gonna lock this thread out of the way somewhere else. Let's do this up here. And then I'm gonna pull out a different color if I can catch my boundaries here. I'm all kerfuffled. Kerfuffled is a good word. I feel like I've been kerfuffled all day. Is that a word? I should look that up. If not, it should be a word. Kerfuffled. Okay. Still doesn't look like a tomato, does it? But let's see if we can add some more color. I know what we can do. Let's see. Let's add in coral. Now that's an interesting color, especially for a tomato. I don't know if that's, I guess it would be a coral color, isn't it? It's kind of a darker coral, at least what I picture coral being. It's an interesting color. Ah, nice, it's already cut. I'll take one of these. Then let's put the other one back. Leave it there just in case. Got our needle. That loop hanging down. And let's see where we need to place this. This should be a little easier. Let's see, 1, 2. I don't know about you guys, but I strive to not have to count when I do counter cross stitch. It just makes my life easier when I don't have to. Okay, so this is giving it a little more color. I think it's one of those you just kind of have to see it when it's done, like the whole vision of it all. Hello. We're just having some quiet time on this Saturday. Chilling, relaxing a little bit. I do have a cup of coffee. Kind of need it to keep going. Let's see. So far, so good. Yesterday, I tried to cross stitch, and I had to keep frogging it back because it was not going well. You know, you ever have those days where you're like, I'd really like to get this done, but you screw it up so badly, you just really end up spending the day trying to fix it because it was just a disaster. That's what yesterday was for me. Once your count is off on one thing, it's all wrong. Okay. It's going. Oh, see, we make mistakes like that, and then we have to go back and fix it. I've been doing that a lot lately. I think part of it is I can't see very well. Let me look at this too. Here we go. We're gonna need this. Now I got it working. Now I can actually see the chat. It works out much better. Let's put that side by side, maybe. Where is it gonna let me? Yeah. There we go. This is just gonna have to go here. I've kind of got it on my computer as far as where I'm at on this. There we go. I've been trying to figure out too, because this is a new arm for me, is like placement of my hands. I'm used to holding a hoop, so this is all new. But so far it's working out. I think I am becoming a little faster, and my arms aren't getting tired as fast, or as often, but it's something to get used to. It's kind of like when you learn to crochet for the first time, figuring out what feels comfortable. But so far it's been working out. It's been interesting, that's for sure. I've also been, well, that works out well. I've also been learning to sew on my new sewing machine. And it has taken me way too long to do a banner. I think I've been working on it for the last 4 days. And even today, I was like, I just don't have the energy to use my brain. So let's go with something a little easier. And this just seems to work. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing on their Saturday? It's a beautiful day outside. I just needed some relaxation. And I feel like I'm still recovering from the holidays. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. What is everybody else doing today? Anything fun? It's a new year, new you. Thank God, because I feel like I need a new year. The last one was a little rough, so let's see if we can make this one better. Learning some new things. Anybody have any goals for the new year? Mine is definitely taking time to just be in the moment and learn something new. Last year, I feel like my focus was like all about learning how to be mentally here with myself in the moment. But this year, I feel like it's going to be more about discovering me and the things I want to do. There's so much time I spend going, one of these days I'm going to do this. One of these days I'm going to do that. And it's time to just do it. I feel like I live too much in the future. You ever feel like that? Like you just do a lot of planning. So this year it was all about, I'm just going to do the year of action. Personal growth is awesome. There's something about taking the time to just focus on that. One of the things I really had to come to terms with when it comes to as far as personal growth is learning when to roll with the punches. You can only plan so much, but sometimes you got to ebb and flow along with the way life just rolls. And that was really hard for me. I still have problems sometimes. Kind of going, wait, that wasn't what I had planned, but what does my mother say? Man plans and God laughs. Isn't that the way it goes? What a beautiful day today, though. The sun's coming through my window, and I thought, what a nice day to just sit and relax. All right. This strand is almost done already. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now we're really, oh, that was genius. Okay. Let's see here. God does always plan better, huh? All right. I'll go to the next section here. It's starting to look somewhat more like a tomato. I don't know. This pink is throwing me off, but I just have to trust the process, I guess. Let's see here. Trying to eyeball the pattern at the same time. It's not always easy, and my hands don't want to work today. It's been so cold the last few nights. In the mornings, I can hardly move with my arthritis. Not that you want to hear me complain. But for some reason today, I think it's just because I got more sleep last night. I've been feeling better today. Anybody working on projects of their own? I'm curious to see what everybody else is doing. Yeah, I'm trying to trust it. It's one of those things about I'm really good at micromanaging. And some of these colors I look and go, oh gosh, but I have to remind myself, this is a pattern from the 70s. It is very retro. And the colors aren't going to look, I'll show you though. Now this is interesting. I did start on the carrots and it's coming along nicely, but I had to take a break because it was just too much. Check it out though. That's looking good. I just have to do the rest of the back stitching, but it's coming together really nice. So this is one of those, you just have to kind of trust the process, right? I still have a lot of back stitching to do, but it looks very retro-y. It's going to look great if I pick the right frames. But yeah, so it's looking good. And then this one's supposed to look like tomatoes, so we'll see. I'm sure it'll come out fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I spend a lot of hours on this just to pass the time and out of boredom, but then you go, oh, I got something out of it, which makes it kind of nice. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. We've been doing some, I guess you could call it spring cleaning. So we've been cleaning out closets and drawers, and then we discovered in my son's room, he's got a ton in his closet. So we're just sorting, getting rid of old stuff we don't need. So the whole house is like just coming together. It's gonna feel good to be in the new year without the clutter, because there's only so much of it I can take. But then I'm privileged enough I get to come in here and hide for a bit while everybody else is working. It's all right though, I'm sure I'll make up for it later. It never fails. I could hear that kitten run around. She's got this little bell attached to her, and we had to do it because our other cat, Son, he would be sitting there minding his own business, and that little kitten would sneak up, and Luther would jump him from behind, and it just got to the point where he was so startled, I thought, this cat's going to have a heart attack. So now we got a bell on her, and that's all you hear all the time is that bell just ringing all over the house. She's so cute, though. Trying. Let's see. There we go. She was hiding in a box earlier and popped out when I walked by. She's the cutest thing. She finally decided that she could, or realized she could climb up into the Christmas tree. They're actually packing that up right now. And she was so excited that she was running up and down that darn tree. She's going to be really disappointed when she finds out it's gone now. But thank goodness it was later in the season she discovered it. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. I knew I would need this. Yeah, I'm not quite sold on this arm thing yet. It is nice to have two hands available, but I don't know. I think I'm just still getting used to it. It's not very mobile either, which I guess, I don't know, in some ways maybe that's the point. But I think for small projects like this, I'm not sure that it's even worth it, but to each their own, I guess. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. I've discovered cross stitching on YouTube, and I didn't realize it was such a big community. But some of the projects they do are huge. I don't know if I have the courage for that, nor do I even know how to begin. It's so big. And the patience it must take to do those. I will say, though, I have reached a point where I'm sick of the back stitching, and I would like to find some projects where I don't have to do any of that. That, to me, is like the equivalent of weaving in the ends when you crochet a project. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But it's part of the process, I guess, right? I need to find some decent music, too. This stuff's going to put me to sleep. Wouldn't that be great? Just fall over snoring. Ooh. I'm so sorry. I know it's contagious. I'm just gonna, yep, I'm just gonna fill in the rest of this. It would help if I paid attention and put it in the right hole. Hello, everyone stopping in. You come hang out, chit chat. Anyone working on projects of their own? I'd love to hear about them. Always love to see what everyone else is doing. Some of the stuff I see is incredible. There's some seriously talented people out there. I try, but I'm like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I'm tracking my pattern here on the computer, so I'm just working off some things. I think we're just gonna move to the next section here. Cha-ching! Here we go. Hello. How are you? Oh. I gotta forget not to relax too much because I still got a full day ahead. What is it? It's only 3 o'clock here. So I still have a full day ahead of me. I can't get too tired now, and I sure as heck can't nap. I'm one of those people. I go to sleep to take a nap. I ain't getting up till morning. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but once I'm down, I'm down. You can hear that bell though, that kitten. It cracks me up. There ain't much of this thread left either. I feel like I'm going through them too fast. It'd help if I put the needle in the right place. I feel like my face just keeps getting closer and closer. I might as well put on the fancy glasses. They're so fancy, in fact. They have this special tape on the side from where you can't keep kids out of stuff. Yeah, these are my fancy glasses. This helps me see because I'm old and blind. Welcome to middle age. Actually, you're not going to believe how much better that is. Okay, that's funny. I should have had these on to begin with. I may not look like I know what I'm doing, but now I can see. Holy cannoli. What a difference that made. It's like night and day. Oh, I'm just going to fill in this space now. I can't keep hold of this thread. That's working out really well. Runaway thread. Which means after this, it's going to be done. Let's see if I can fill this space though before I run out. They're getting fancy now though with cross stitch techniques too, I notice. Now they got this parking method, which I don't know how they keep track of that. Maybe that's something I need to look into and learn. I just don't know that I have the patience or something. Now I used to do like diamond art, and I think it was like a hyperfixation for quite some time. It got to the point where I was there were so many of them, I was just overrun by them, right? And it just gets to a point where you go, what am I going to do with this? Sometimes I get like that with some crochet projects, and I find that I just give a bunch of it away. But then when you tell someone, oh yeah, I crochet, and then they're like, oh really? What have you made? And you're like, well, I don't have any of it, but I promise I did. But then my daughter and I were talking about that. That's what we do. We crochet things, we make things, we give them away, and then we don't have anything to show for them. Or to even prove that we know how to do it. One of these days, though, these skills will come in handy. And it won't be about recreational. I mean, they got to come in handy for something eventually. I might as well just keep going with this, huh? The same color. Let's see here. That's all too easy. Nope, we're just going to keep going with that. I'm looking for it. It's right here. Come on. How do you guys separate your floss? I find I can't do it without pinching it in my lips or in my armpit, which is probably not the most sanitary. I just realized that, but it works. If it works, who cares? There we go. That seems like that was a lot. There we go. If I can get these even. Haha. Got it. Success! Now I just gotta get it on the needle. Okay. Now I think we're ready. Okay, we're reloaded. Let's see, where are we going to next? We might as well just keep going here. Which means I need to come over here first. We'll just go all the way around the front of this tomato with this color. This pinky color, though, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I have. I just have to put in a different one over here. That's all right. We're just going to fill in most of this. See, I'm still trying to adjust, especially with the two-handed. I don't know if it's better or faster. Maybe it gets faster as you do it more often and learn, but it's a big adjustment for me. I'm going just from a hand hoop to this. It's different. I honestly thought I would like it more, but again, maybe it's just a matter of getting used to. Who knows? Make sure you guys can see. Well, it probably looks like a mess to you. Don't worry, it looks like a mess to me. Oops. I rocked you a little bit. I'm about sick of this too. I'm gonna have to figure out something else for that. Okay, that's looking nice. Yeah, we'll catch those in a minute. Let's do this. I'm looking at my pattern over here, trying to figure out strategy. Don't think I'm doing this by memorization, because I'm not capable of doing that. Like, I see these beautiful things that people embroider just free-handed. It's just not me. I need more rules and instructions. I'm just not that kind of gal. can't believe my hands are still working. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I think the things I don't like about this arm, first of all, it's getting used to the two-handed. I think that's just going to take some time. Um, I catch myself going back to one hand every once in a while and I'll go, oh, wait, I'm not doing it like that. But then I feel like if I train myself to do it two-handed, I'm going to be lost when I'm just on a hoop on my chair or something. So I don't know what the solution is, but I'm just going to keep going with it. We're just going to keep trying it and see how it goes. But it may come down to I go, nah, forget this and find something else. I seen one where you tighten it by the top and the bottom and then it just kind of sits on your desktop. I thought that looked interesting. That might be something that would be better than this. I'm not sure yet. But for right now, I did find this little egg needle minder though. Tell me this isn't cute. Look at him. Isn't he sweet? And then your needle. I'm not trying to sell you anything, I swear. I just found it and I thought it was so cute. And then your needle just sits on there like that. I have not seen any like this one in particular, and I thought, how unique is that? I'm always into stuff that's a little different. See that? I don't know. This is different for me. Let's see. Where are we now? Let me check my pattern here. Got all of that, that, and that. And there we go. Okay, now I know where I'm at. I don't know, this elevator music does get a little catchy. Next thing you know, you're bobbing your head to it. I'm over here bobbing my head and you can't even see me. See how it's just shaky? I don't know that I like that. how wobbly it is. I feel like my eyes are scrambling to figure out what they see. I'm just old school when it comes to this stuff. Here we go. It's just so shaky. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one who's yanking and pulling on it, causing it to do that. Well, I know I am, but I feel like it should be still. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Just picky.
Are your daydreams filled with salty
Oh,
gorgeous sunsets?
it's always fun. Commercials.
The beautiful beaches of the French Riviera are calling.
Okay. It's looking like something. I'm not quite sure yet, but I don't want to get lost here. I don't hear the little bell anymore. Maybe the little one finally went and laid down. I swear she's so full of energy. I posted a really cute video of her popping around a chair trying to hunt the other cat. It was the cutest thing. It was like she'd stick her head around one side and then she would just disappear. And the next thing you know, her head would appear on the other side and she's just eyeballing him. And he's watching the whole thing, but she thinks she's accomplishing something. It was the cutest thing. She's just rotten because I think she knows she's cute and she gets away with a lot. A lot. There we go. Now we got color done on this section. Let's see. Can I just zip over here and do the other one? I think I can. Do I want to? I think I'm gonna. Let's see. Let's go here. 1, 2, Yeah. Oops. I keep second guessing myself, but this is right. Let's this way. I don't want to split these threads. Apparently, I won't put the needle where it goes either. That's you. I sure did. Hang on. There we go. Nope, that's not right either. Try that again. Hmm. Oh, isn't that convenient? Nothing like spam email. It's always exciting. I guess as long as it's not important. It's not bad news, therefore it's great news, right? Nope, not there either. Let me see. it's getting warm in here. I have to turn on a fan. It's looking good though. Coming right along. Here we go. Okay, now I think we're gonna have to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it just can't be avoided. But I try not to. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 6. As I make my way back, I have a Lone Ranger here that I need to pick up. On the 4th one back. That's 3. Let's just pop that stitch in there. And then come back to my line. Okay, it's looking good. Right. Once this is done, this thread here, let me go ahead and call it a day. finish up this section here. Let's just finish it all together. There's supposed to be more up this way, but this thread's about done. So I just want to make sure I can finish this section, and that way I don't have to start another one for 1 or 2 stitches. At least that's the idea. Let's see if we're successful, because it's getting shorter and shorter. All right, 2 more. All right, so let me tack this down or into the thread. Good enough for me. I love that little frying pan. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's see the vision come to life. Say that, but yeah, no, let's do it. Let's get rid of this for now. Today feels like one of those days where the floss just wants to knot up no matter what I do. Like, how does this happen? This is insane. Like, it's just a slip knot. It's like the universe decided today, we're not going to cooperate. We're just going to irritate you, to remind you and humble you. You're just human. And it's too peaceful. So let's stir it up a bit. Okay. So the next color, we're going to work on the little bits in here. Maybe it'll start to look more like an actual tomato. So let me see. I've got my colors over here to the side. So let's put this one away. I'll pull that one out later. And then we're going to pull, I think it might be a green. Let's see. It's a yellowy green. Oh, that's an interesting color. Let's see what we can do with this. I haven't even used this yet. Now, this one I'm going to have to decide, am I going to end it, begin it again, or will I just go from section to section? We're about to find out. Oh, oh. Okay. Let's see here. I feel like this is the longest part of cross stitching. It's just dealing with the thread. The fun, easy part is just the stitching, right? This is just, I shouldn't say the longest, but it's like the most tedious. Like, let's admit it. Dealing with the floss, putting them on the bobbins, threading the needles, all of that is like the tedious stuff that no one really wants to do. Just like the back stitching or weaving in the ends and yarn projects. No one really wants to do that. But, okay. Now, I'm thinking because there's actually a bit of this same color, this yellowy color, here and in these spots and all the way around. So I kind of want to start here and work my way around. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start here. Now there is some more of this reddish color that's supposed to be over here, but that's okay. We're just going to have to pay closer attention. So let's start from the bottom here and we'll just work our way up and around. At least that's the idea. Hopefully. Okay. That cream color throws me off because I'm blind. And I feel like my head keeps blocking the light. That's what happens when you have a big head. It does, doesn't it? Okay. So I think I'll go from this side and over. Decided I'd make this weird concentration face. Does everybody have a concentration face? I feel like mine is like more of a lip puckering, almost like I have Botox lips, but I don't. So I find myself like giving the duck face. The duck face during a selfie when I'm concentrating and I catch myself And I just thought, if anyone ever gets a picture of this, it'll be gold. And I just caught myself doing it again. But I'm sorry, I think it helps. I think it helps the project or whatever I'm doing. Oh, I gotta stretch. I think it helps it turn out better. Isn't that where your creativity flows from? Is your concentration face? It's kind of like your sleeping face. It's unique, right? Everyone has one, but everyone's is different. Almost done with this section. At least with this color. This is usually where Sun lays. I'm surprised he's not in there. Maybe he'll join me next time. He was too busy playing with his new friend today. I kind of locked him out because he was being kind of needy. But maybe next time I can get him to chill out. Surprisingly, he doesn't mess with this stuff too much. The kitten will. That's mainly why I lock the door. The kitten loves to go after this thread, and it makes it really hard to get anything done. I came in one day after I left it on my table. She was up wandering around, and I knew she was in here messing around, but I thought, it's up on the table. She'll leave alone. And by the time I came back, she had chewed through the thread, and it was a mess. It took me forever to fix. So from now on, I don't leave it unattended, that's for sure. Okay, so now we have this done. I might as well just jump right over. It's not too far of a leap anyway. And we'll just do the next section right here. Yep. I don't know, is it starting to look like a tomato yet? Oh, it's kind of iffy. It's definitely going to be a retro look, isn't it? Which I guess is what I'm going for, so it works out. I can tell though, once you start to settle in and with the two-handed, it does go a little smoother. Let me see here. So now that that's there, we're going to hop over, but in the same section right here. The kids are in there playing. They sound like they're torturing each other though. Big sister keeps calling little brother's kitten little girl, and her name is Lunar, and brother's not too happy about that. So he's, and they're calling her little girl. They're so far apart, and sometimes the bickering just drives me nuts. But they've been pretty well today. She's here visiting from college. And I think she's got about a week left on break. So I'm always happy to see her here, but I'm even happier that the bickering seems to have calmed down a little bit this break. Which makes it easier on me and my psyche, because there's only so much of that I can take before I just want to boot them both out. Put them in a room where they can just fight each other, because I just get tired of it sometimes. It's like having two toddlers in the house fighting over the same toy, except one of them is 18. Okay. It's looking good. I think it is actually starting to look somewhat like a tomato. It's getting there, I think. Okay. So we have a few stitches over here. We'll just keep going around. I don't have to keep ending the thread. This is kind of nice. like the way I split that thread, so we're gonna run it back through again. Just don't like the way that's behaving. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, this can't go anywhere else until it gets way down here. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm going to end it up here where I can just stitch over it and no one will know. I feel like I didn't do anything over here. There we go. All right, these two strands are pretty small, but I think I can use at least one of them over here. I did that. You see what I did? I didn't finish that stitch. That was really smart. Really one of those. That's the one I'll see forever. I did the same thing on the last one, and I thought, you know what? We'll just add in one of those on every picture. So let's just see if I can not add it, or I say picture, every pattern. Let's see if I can just not do that again. I tendency to do that a lot, I think. All right, so this is a little bit, but I only have 6 stitches to do. 5, something like that. So I'm thinking this will be plenty, but we shall see. If I do it wisely, though, I'll have to pull out a whole nother one. There we go. I'm just filling in this section here. Gonna be close. I think I can do it. Hello? How are you? Oh, it's you. Hi. All right, so then let's see. I might have to stretch this pretty far if I don't want, I don't want to weave it in the back. So I can hide it in these stitches here. This will work. Oops. Nope, nope. buddy. There we go. Oh, look at how close we are. I ain't got but a little tiny bit of thread left with these fat fingers trying to work it. I'm gonna get it one way or another. I don't know why I insist with my face getting closer that somehow it's going to fix the issue. I keep wanting to shove my face in it. Okay. Okay, that's through. Now just let me cut it and we're home free. Yes. It worked. Nice. I didn't have to pull another giant thread for that. Okay. Now I guess these are supposed to represent seeds, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I think I'm going to move down towards here and I'll just come through and hit all of those at once. But there's a lot here I can still do to kind of finish this off. And then there's a whole one that sits up here in this corner. And then there's greenery around it. So, oh, lovely. So, let's see here. Let's go back and we'll fill in these gaps here. I think that's what we're gonna do. There is some of the same color here. No, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let me get rid of this thread. Let's get the color we need. Okay. Let's look in here in our thread bin. I have to remember my numbers to put it away first. Okay, what do we need? Let's see. Let's go back to the coral, I think. And let's fill in some more of this. Do the other half. It's 350. Yep. I'm gonna go back to this one. Boy, that looks so much oranger on camera. It's very, let's see, put it in the light. It's just different, isn't it? It's a pretty color. As I say, I know it's cut somewhere. There we go. Got it. I'm just gonna line those up the best we can. Okay, so then we've been going this way. Now that we're going to concentrate down here more, I'm going to start over in this section here. And this is all the seed colors. So we'll leave those alone and just come to here. Nope. Maybe. Yep. So a lot of this is already counted out because of that last color we did, which I love. So this should be just a matter of filling it in. I just realized something. Let me check this. Really? You give me a hard time? There we go. There we go. I don't know why, but I'm insisting that's better. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna keep filling in, but there's more of these little scattered ones. So we're just gonna avoid those as we keep going. It's looking really clean. Sometimes I get knots back there. I just want to make sure we don't have any little knots. It's actually been going really well, considering.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Grainger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For the ones who get it done. lost there for a minute. Oh, okay. Do you ever feel like they have that catchphrase that if someone was trying to do an impression of you, that's what they would say? And I think mine is, okay. Like, okay is like that transition of, okay, what do I need to do next? Like I did it again. What do I need to do next? Or what was I doing? I find myself doing that a lot. What was I doing? What was I talking about? What was I coming in here for? And I always go, okay, what was I doing? Oh, that would be mine. I probably shouldn't be drinking this coffee this late in the day, but I can't help it. It's delicious and it's well needed. Okay, now that we have this done, let me look at something real quick. Okay, we got that. Now we need to come over here and work. Actually, yeah.
Big vendors don't answer their phones because it's too expensive and they don't care about their customers.
So we're just going to jump one square down and do this here. Oops. Oh, where'd my pattern go? Listen, if you're still watching this, number one, what are you doing with your life? And number two, drop a comment in the comment section just to say, hey, yeah, someone was here. Even if it's just, you know, it doesn't even have to be a heart. Just, you know what you should do? You should drop a question mark. So anyone who's actually watching this, just drop a question mark in the comments, and then I'll know that someone's actually. I'm sorry. Someone's actually watching. Listen, I never claimed to be an entertainer of any kind. I'm just me. I don't even know how to begin to pretend to be an entertainer. I'm just a middle-aged woman cross-stitching a tomato. I think the real question is, what am I doing with my life? That's the real question. You would think I was medicated, but no. Although I probably should be. That's funny. I will say though, I think I'm about done because we're almost to that 2-hour mark. One, that's entirely too long for someone to watch this video. And two, I mean, I would be shocked if there actually is. You know, I think from now on in every live, towards the end, I'm just going to put a question mark so I actually know if someone's watching. But I do think, wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, I've lost my mind. I don't even, oh, that's what I was saying. It's getting to that 2-hour mark, which tells me I need to go to the bathroom and stretch my legs. And I probably should help with packing up the rest of the Christmas stuff. Anybody else packing up Christmas today? I just put that in the wrong spot, didn't I? I sure did. See, I do that stuff all the time. Good thing I caught it now, because usually I wait until I'm about done with the project, and I go, oh wait, this is off. Don't ask how many times I've done that. And then you just skip it and make it work. I have that horrible habit too. When you get to a certain point, though, there is no fixing it. What are you going to do? Frog it all back? Take out your seam ripper and just redo the whole thing? I don't think so. It is what it is. Okay, this is picked up that thread and now it looks funky and it's been driving me nuts until I take care of it. Where are you? There we go. Now it's beautiful again. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Ah, right here. 1 over. You know, it would help if I mark the stuff out on my pattern so I could help keep track. I think that is what it's for, right? Okay. So now we're back on track. So yeah, I think when this thread here is done, we're going to call it a day. I am trying to learn the sewing machine. There is a project I've been working on. It's been taking me way too long, but I'm hoping to put out a quick little video on it. So I'm hoping I get time to work on that today as well. But if you want to follow along and watch me, or at least follow my journey of learning to sew, hit the subscribe button. It won't hurt. It doesn't cost you anything either. Kind of gives me an applaud and some. And then again, if this isn't for you, that's okay too. Don't have to subscribe. Could throw a like though. That would be nice. I'm generous. Not that I'm begging. Okay, it probably sounds like I'm begging. Okay, I'm probably begging. Could be worse, I think. Okay, now I'm just rambling. See that cute little stitch there? I'm just going to cover that up and no one will know it just disappeared. But I will know. Oh yeah. Butt's going numb, back's giving out. Did make huge progress today though. It's not going through there without splitting. It's looking really good. If I can just get the back stitching on those carrots done. I do have broccoli started too. I guess I should start working on that. I just got tired of the green. So I had to change it up and add a little different color. Then I went and did the carrots, but then I got sick of the back stitching and the tangling and it was a nightmare. So, and then I ended up on this one. And this one's coming along great. It's looking really good. I'm hoping it starts to look more like a tomato, though. This is just looking strange. All right, let me update. Oh. Connect these two sections here. This stitch. And I guess we'll move over and work on the next section. All right, now that that's done, we're going to come on over here. Let's see, it's about one below. There we go. All right. I was watching the 20th season of Sister Wives the other day. I'm so grateful for the life that I live. Sometimes watching those drama-filled reality shows just reminds you how nice your life is. It's a good way to appreciate what you have, regardless of what you think some days. It's quite interesting though. But who am I to judge? To each their own is the way I see it. almost there. All right, we got about 2 more rows here. All right. And this, well, it looks like I got 1 more row below this I can do. I thought this was the last one, but it's not. Almost. There is like a wedge of a tomato over here, so that's what part of this is. There's like a wedge here, a whole one here, and then like looks like it's been halved, this tomato here. So that's what I'm working on now. It's like a little wedge. It's not really going to make sense until the back stitching is done. Yay, more back stitching. Wish I didn't have any, but that's okay. We're coming along nicely. I do have a little thread left, so I'm going to come down and do these last 3 stitches here and then call it a day. Anybody stopping in, thank you so much for stopping in and chatting with me and visiting and hanging out with me today on your Saturday afternoon. I hope your all's weekends are just as relaxing as mine and you get just as much done. And then you get to chill on your Sunday. Wouldn't that be great before the new week? Ugh. Kind of dreading that Monday, but once we get back into the groove, I know we'll be fine. We got homeschool starting back up, so that'll be fun. There it is. Let me tie off or end this thread. There's a good spot. Let's put her here. If you're still there, you could throw in a question mark in the comments. Let me know, what the heck was this? I don't know. We're just kind of hanging today. Interesting conversation. All right. So I am going to go help my family do some more organizing and cleaning up for the week. Packing up Christmas stuff this weekend. And there you go. There you have it. There is our tomato, or the beginning of one. I know it looks really pink, but we just have to trust the process. And then we'll work on it again tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in and visiting, and hope to see you next time. Bye. Have fun. See you later. And good wishes. Sad to see you go, but happy to see you again soon. Bye.